Hi everyone and welcome to Circuit de Spa Francorchamps, home to the Belgian Grand Prix and home to this race that's about to take place now any moment, which I am starting in first place on the grid. I'm in a Corvette, the 5 lights are flashing, my foot is on the brake, and now I can release it as we get away from the grid. I am first place on the grid ahead of well, I was ahead, but now I'm right behind a Finnish Audi who has gone wide into the escape area in the first corner, the hairpin, as we got away cleanly there without getting involved in any collision. The Italian Mercedes is cruising right behind me on my rear wing as we're coming up towards El Rouge, up the hill to the right, into Radlin, the exit of the hill, coming up towards the back straight now, or the front straight I mean, sorry. And we got ourselves into first place, which is pretty nice. But we can't relax yet. The Italian Mercedes is still right behind me, 300 of a second behind me according to the time screen thing. But yeah, we're still gonna try everything to pull a gap away from the Italian Mercedes now as we're approaching the next right-hand hairpin. No, not a hairpin, sorry, but a corner. Yeah, now we're coming up towards now we're going down the hill now, trying to pull a gap away, as there's one guy here, as one guy is falling behind. Don't know what car he's in, don't need to know, but that's not good, but we're not going to worry about that now. We are currently in first place, which is a good achievement for me. Good effort by me to get myself in the first place. Well, not really good effort, because the game has let me start first place on the grid, which is very kind of him. Anyway, though, we won't worry about that now, but we are still in the hunt to win for first place, as we are trying to pull a gap away from the Italian Mercedes. As, oh crikey, we've pulled quite a big gap away from the Mercedes now, as we're coming up towards the right-hand turn towards the bus stop chicane. 3.8 seconds, which is a pretty big gap. But so I think now we can take our time and just focus on trying to not crash this car into the barriers, yeah, we'll focus on trying to avoid crashing into the barriers or crashing into anyone or going off wide, as we are now we can just take our time. We're in no hurry. We are in no hurry now, as we are just cruising our way up towards the start finish line, as I am switched into the driver's view to make it more realistic. But anyway, 3.3 seconds, still holding on to the gap, still maintaining a solid gap towards the Italian Mercedes as we approach the as we just went through the hairpin there, as we're approaching now, coming back towards El Rouge, which is just once again up the hill from the left, up the hill to the right, into Radlin, which is the exit of the hill to the left, as we go on to the front straight towards the next left-hand turn coming up now, as we can just cruise our way now, doing our 155 miles per hour. Oh no, God, we can't relax now. The Italian Mercedes is 2.6 seconds right behind me, as I've somehow relaxed too much there. So we gotta put the foot down now and try to build a gap away from the Italian Mercedes now, as we're trying to now drive a little bit more aggressive now, coming up towards the right-hand turn, which is going down the hill. Nearly lost it there, but yeah, but held on to it nicely there, as I got the fastest lap of the race at 2 minute 25.7, as we're switched back to the bonnet camera. But anyway, we're trying to pull a gap away from the Mercedes, though, which I have probably got a bit carried away there, talking too much about trying to keep the car off the barriers now. But I gotta try to pull a gap away from the Italian Mercedes now, who's closing the gap on me, and he's looking very close indeed, as we're approaching now towards a double right-hand turn, which is coming up now in towards the right-hand turn, trying to stay on the racing line, as the Italian Mercedes is still on me. Oh God, the gap has decreased all of a sudden 1 second. He's just over a second behind me, as I'm doing everything I can to pull away from him. He is all over my rear wing as we're approaching towards the bus stop chicane. It's taking us 2 minutes now, and we're approaching 2 minutes. It's taking us to approach the bus stop chicane, as I nearly lost it there. But the Italian Mercedes, though, is looking very close to me again. I'm gonna have to defend it into the bus stop chicane as I lost it a bit there. Got a bit wide, but no, I haven't got wide actually. Sorry, but the Italian Mercedes is still on me though. As oh god, he set the fastest lap of the race at 2 minute 20.8 now, and he is cruising all over my rear wing, coming towards the hairpin now. And I've got to get my foot onto the floor right now if I want to build a gap away from the Italian Mercedes now, who is really on my rear wing now. As we're approaching El Rouge now, gotta get a nice clean exit out up towards the hill to avoid losing him. Cut the corner there. Sorry about that. That's not how I usually drive. But as we're coming up towards the as we're on the back on the front straight now, coming back towards the double left hand, no, not double left hand, right hand, and he's now 300 of a second right behind me now. I gotta do whatever I can to defend as I've gone wide there. No, I haven't. Sorry, cough there. I'm losing my voice now from all the shouting I'm trying to do. As I'm doing everything I can to outrun. Oh no, the Italian Mercedes has went into the gravel trap though, which is he is not going to be too happy over that now, as I'm trying to do everything I can to pull a gap away, or pull away from him, pull away from the Italian Mercedes now, as we're coming back towards down the back straight towards the double left hand turn now. Now I gotta nail this one cleanly. Oh no, I've got a bit too wide. I've got a bit wide. He's gonna catch me now. He's gonna do everything he can to catch me as we're approaching the chicane. As we're approaching this next chicane, gotta keep it clean though, and I really gotta take action right now. Gotta try pull a gap and gotta really do. Oh, he's gone a bit wide as well though, as we're now approaching the double left hand turn on towards the. As we're approaching the next left-hand turn, trying to do everything I can. Okay, well, I've managed to pull a bit of a gap now, 1.2 seconds ahead of him now, as we are now approaching the bus stop chicane. I don't know if he's going to try come back from that far. I don't know, but he might try a reckless move down the inside, so I'm going to defend towards the inside, coming up towards the bus stop chicane. As you'll see here, I'm taking a defensive line to the inside. Gonna go defensive as you see me now going defensive into the bus stop chicane, as we're now charging our way towards the front straight, and we are going to win this race. Woohoo! We won. How about that? What a race! I only beat him by 600 of a second, which is a pretty good race and a pretty. So yeah, it's been a fun race, and if the Italian Mercedes is watching this video. I'd like to thank him for a good race, as another car just somehow lagged in front of us and somehow raced on ahead. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.